how do you create your own Scout Report template? So I had this question in the channel in one of the comments on a previous video. So I thought that I would create a tutorial to help you with a step-by-step process on how you can create your own template when you're doing Scout reporting, player analysis, team analysis, etc. So I'm going to show you a basic one today. It will just include most of the basic features, very simple, very clean, very easy to look at and report on. And I'm going to show you how you can edit it and then how you can create your own so that you always have your own template that you can rely on, you can write in. So let's take a look at my version. So this is a basic Scout report template that I use for my players when I'm scouting. However, there are a lot of elements that you can include. There are a lot of elements that you might want to take out. I will go through all of them in each video. I'll create some more with better use of data and images and analysis and things like that. But for just now, this is a template that you can use just to write with more than anything else. So as you can see, we've got the key details at the top. I have strengths and weaknesses featured here at the top, and then individual aspects such as pace, physical, mentality, intelligence, etc. in these small little boxes. And then the role, again, that's not necessarily important. And then I have some other aspects here like in possession of the ball, on the ball, the out of possession positioning, and in defensive transition. So there's other things you can include like set pieces, offensive, defensive. You can go into a lot of detail and create a really beautiful Scout template. But this is just to show you how to create, and then you can add your own elements to that as you're creating. So let's get into starting the creation. You need to do is come to the website canva.com. I'll put the link in the description, so all you need to do is just click on that link here. Now you'll see that they actually have a paid plan, but they also have a free plan that you can just trial out. I think you're allowed to actually continue using the free plan without the features. I used to do that myself until I decided to go for the professional plan because the features really help. So let's have a look at what you can do with the free plan. Okay, so once you're inside, the first thing we need to do is choose the actual style that we're going to use. We're going to do a resume portrait today. That's the one that I use for most of my Scout reports. However, if you want a more elaborate and more beautiful design, we'll look at a presentation. So we will do that in another video. And today we're just going to focus on the resume. So open and click the resume. You will get a blank document. We can edit from here, but it will take too long and it's a little bit complicated if you don't really know what you're doing. So the best thing to do is to come here and click on design and then select templates. You can scroll down and choose one that you like the look of. The reason why I use CV is because the layout's quite good. And also we have these text fields that we can use. So I'm going to choose this one here at the top. And the reason why I'm choosing this one is because of these separation bars and the fields that we can use. So the first thing I'm going to do is just delete everything that I don't need. So I've deleted everything except these two bars and the image and this text here. The first thing I'm going to do is just shrink the image, and I'll probably move it up a little bit here to this corner. You can see how it aligns for you. I'm then going to drag this bar down and across, and we're going to change the color as well to black. This is going to be our divider. It's going to separate the different sections of the report, and we're going to change this to player details. So I just dragged that text into here, made it larger and changed the color. And now I'm going to duplicate it, this text. I'm going to put it into a larger size. And this is going to be the title of the document, which is Scout Report. And I'll just move this up. Whenever you want to move an element forward, just hit position and then bring it forward. So this bar is going to be our text field. I've just moved it here and we're going to copy and paste it and align it. So now we have things in line. I need a header for each section. So I'm just going to use this. I'm going to change the color. Name. We'll just make it a little bit smaller too, I think. So instead of having to do things again and again and again, we're just going to select all of these holding Shift. We're then going to copy, paste, and drag it down and just align it. So now we've got more text fields. I'm going to do that again. Okay, so I copy and pasted it again 3 times, and now we have each section that I've renamed. Now we're going to create the match detail section. So rather than do everything again, I'm just going to select everything holding Shift and click on each individual element, copy, paste, and drag them down. Make sure it's in order. So I copy and pasted those 3 and renamed all of the fields, but now I'm just going to do even more. Okay, so I copy and pasted a couple more and rename them. These details will change depending on what you'll find particularly important, but this is a basic outlay of what I would do. So let's create another page. This is our first page complete. We're going to actually now create a page. So rather than have to start from scratch, we're just going to duplicate the page because it's more or less going to be the same. Now what you want to do here is change the section. So we're going to actually call this player analysis. We're going to be more specific on the player characteristics, abilities, etc. Again, just make sure everything's in line. Now what we're going to do is delete some of these text fields here because I'm going to make this larger. So all you need to do is click on the box, the text field, drag it down. That'll do, I think. Do the same here. So I've renamed these strengths or weaknesses and I've dragged the box down so it's larger because I'm going to have more lines to use in this text field. And then when we come down here, we can just add a few more things like overall skills, something like this. You can rename it to however you feel. And what we're going to put in here is each aspect of the player. So let's delete what we don't need. So I've deleted that. For this section, we're going to focus on the individual aspects, but I'm just going to make the box a little bit bigger so that we can fill in a little bit of detail for each aspect here. And then I'm going to select all of them and do the same again, copy and paste. And once I've copy and pasted 2 times, I just align everything and then I have all my individual aspects. So I'm going to go ahead and create another page. So once you've hit duplicate, I'm actually going to make this a little bit more relative to the game. So we're going to have things like in possession, out of possession. So I've got in possession, out of possession, defensive and offensive, because I think this can cover all aspects like defensive transition, offensive transition, and what the player's doing in build-up, etc. They can go in each of these sections, but you may wish to change it to something else that helps you to keep a organized scout report. And finally, I'm going to use this bottom section as like an overall summary. So firstly, I delete that second box, and I'm going to make this one wider because I'm going to type more here. I can get rid of that. And I'm going to create summary here. And then what I'll do is I'll drag this up. And then I want to get quite a bit in here because this is going to be like an overall assessment of the player. So I'm just going to drag this down to about there. Now you can alter these boxes, make them the size that you feel is better. For example, you might feel that in possession should be smaller than that. You don't need as much space and you want more for your summary. So all you need to do is just drag, move things around. But that's pretty much how you get the report to how you want it. So now I'm going to hit save. So all you need to do is hit share and then here download. You can choose PDF print, but that's mostly just so that you get a really good quality, high quality print of your PDF. I just use PDF standard because it's only going on my computer. If I print, it's just for me to use notes when I go to a game rather than have something that looks super professional. You can keep that on the computer and it looks fine on the computer anyway. So PDF standard, and then we're going to hit download. So let's see what you can do in the next stage. Okay, so we're now on to the second part of creating the template. You need to go to the website Wondershare PDF element. So I'll put the link in the description so you can go there. There's a free downloads to your desktop. And then of course there's a paid plan as well. The free version does give you what we need. So we're not gonna need to pay for anything at the moment. It's just you will have to pay to remove the watermark. You'll see the watermark on the PDF at the end. It's not a big problem for me. I leave it on. It's not an issue because it doesn't get in the way of anything. But if you want to be more professional, you might want to pay just to get rid of that watermark. So once you've downloaded it, and it's on your desktop, we'll go to the app and use it from there. Okay, so once you've opened the app, you need to click on this blue button in the corner, open PDF. Okay, so we'll scroll to the top and we will start to edit these bars so that we can add text into them. The first thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to change the image. So of course, every time you get a new player, you're going to need to change the image. You don't want to keep it there. And we can't do it from within Canva every time. It will be too long. So if you click edit at the top and then hit image, click on the actual image and you'll see here that a little replace button option comes available. You click on that and then you choose the option to change it. So we're not going to change it for this one because we have the player already. So what you need to do now is go to form. And because it's kind of a form, it's a fill-in form that we're using, we need to create some fill-in sections. So these bars that I created, these are going to be where we type the text when we're doing our report. So we're going to create a text field. The first thing you need to do is click on text field and then drag the bar across the bar and then let go. And that will create a text field. Now you'll see that in this right side of the screen on the app, this option bar opened up. So what we want to do first is we want to click this middle one, appearance, and we're going to select the size. I'm actually going to leave it at 14 because in these bars at the top, the text is not super long and it won't fill the bar too much. So 14 is okay for this part here. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to complete the rest of them. So we need to do the same again. Hit text field and drag across here. Now you need to do it individually because if you just copy and paste the text bar, it will be text one in every single bar. So when you write into the document, it will just write in every single text bar what you're writing at that moment or typing at that moment, which is no good. So we create text one, text two, and then we do the same again for the foot fill-in section. And we do for height as well. That's going across the video. So eventually you will complete all of these and then you'll have every single bar down here completed. So when we get to the strengths and weaknesses section and the larger text boxes, we need to do something different because it will just type across the page and you won't be able to see what you've typed because it'll be hidden. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to form, select text field again, drag across the box, and this time in the general section we're going to hit multi-line. Now we can type, and as we're typing, it will go to an individual line. And be sure to change the font size. I'm going to go to 8 because in these sections, you're probably going to type more. So you want to have more space to do that. Now that's all you need to do for that particular section. I'm going to do it again. Text field, go across the box, change the font to 8 in appearance, go to general and hit multi-line. You then need to do that for every other box. I'll just show you how it looks for the summary at the bottom. Again, drag across this box, let go, hit multi-line, and then change to 8. Now, once you've done that for every single box, make sure you do it separately. Otherwise, you're going to duplicate boxes. And then you'll have every section completed, ready for you to type into when you do your Scout report. And when you finish, all you need to do is hit this upload to document cloud. Now you're going to need to log in. Just remember your login details when you set it up. Once you've logged in, you'll get the option up here to buy now if you want to get rid of that watermark like I mentioned. If not, just hit the cloud and then hit save. Again, you'll be asked if you want to purchase. We're going to have it with the watermark because this is the free version, so you'll see that in a moment. Again, purchase it and you won't have the watermark. For me, it's not a really big problem when I'm just doing it on my own computer and I'm not sharing it with anyone. But if I want a real professional version without the watermark, probably I will purchase and send it. So then we hit save with watermark. Locate the file that we've just downloaded on your computer and you will be able to open it and see what it looks like. And here you can see that there's a watermark that I mentioned before. If you use the pay version, that will disappear, but for this purpose, we're not too concerned about that. So let's go to the first text field. All you need to do is hover over it, click onto it, and then we can put the player's name in there. And then we'll go across to the date of birth. I don't actually know his date of birth. I'm just going to take a guess. And we can complete that field. Next, complete the fields below here. So when it comes to game day or after the game even, you can come to these strength and weaknesses boxes. Again, just click on the box and we can say things like ability to break lines. And then when you hit enter, it will go to the second line. So passing range, defensive, positioning. So just a few examples there for you. Again, go across to the weaknesses section, click on the box, and then we can say tackling perhaps, aerial, ability, and then maybe goal threat, something like that. So that's how you do the report. Now that you downloaded it and you edited it, it should all be possible to edit. Now, what I would do first before you actually type anything in here is I would save the original and I'd create a duplicate, because with the duplicate, once you start typing, that becomes the new file, and you always want that original to go back to when you do a new player. So make sure that you duplicate every single file and then create your new report for the new player from there. And that's how you create your own Scout template for reporting. Like I said, this is just basic. This is just going to help you with like live reporting and get some quick, easy reports fast. When you want to start adding data, you want to start adding images, you want to start to make your Scout report look beautiful that you're going to send to clubs or you're going to send to agents, or you just want to showcase online, then we'll look at how you can do that in another video, because it's important to do that as well. However, this is just for you to be able to watch a game and just add in your detail for the reports. You can, of course, print these PDFs and write into them. I don't know if you'll have enough space on the ones we created, but you'll be able to create your own template, the size of the bars, the size of the text fields, and then go from there. So I hope that video really helped you. I hope that now you can create your own Scout reports. If you've got any questions about that, please put them in the comments. If you've got any more requests, what else you'd like me to do to show you how to Scout, to show you aspects in organizing your own database, things like that, please let me know in the comments. Share with people who you feel may get use out of this. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.